Yo, what's going on, everyone? Thanks for being here. Today, we're going to do a 15-minute hip mobility workout. So you can do this as an active recovery workout on your off days. You can do this after, you run or do some weightlifting, or you can do it before. Either way, 15 minutes, what we're getting into today. The only thing you're going to need is a yoga mat if you are somewhere where you don't want to be on the floor, of course, and then a yoga block, just one. I will be guiding you through the motion, so be sure you pay attention to the screen, and we're going to do all of these at a moderate pace, so that's very important. Let's start with the first one. So we're going to lie on our side. You can either have your arms straight out, or you can prop yourself up, whichever is comfortable for you. The important thing here is the hips. So we're going to flex the hip as high as you can by bringing your knee to chest. Now we're going to open up the hip. We're going to rotate the hip back by kicking our feet back, keeping the knee joint the same. Drop it down, and then we're just going to reverse that action. So now we're going to kick the foot back, open up the hip, close it, and then back to the starting position. Let's try that out. We will do 5 each side, so follow my pace, go at your own pace, and I'll just let you know when we're down to our last one. One on this side before we get ready to switch. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Alright, let's get ready to switch to the other side. And remember, you can always go at your own pace, so pause the video if you need to. I wouldn't recommend going any faster than I'm going, but if you need more time to go slower, that's totally acceptable. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just me. Okay, we are down to our last 2. So if you're going in my pace, 2 more of these hip cars. I realized I never told you what the name of this exercise was, but yes, these are hip cars. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh. Okay, nice job. Let's go ahead and flip onto our back for posterior and anterior pelvic tilts. So what that means is our first tilt, we're going to tilt the hips up to where there is a gap between your back and the floor. You should be able to get a whole arm through that. And then we're going to tilt the other direction to where we are closing that gap where there should be no space. So anterior, posterior, 10 times. That's me, just my mind. Oh. You should have about 2 more wrapping up this exercise. Alright, nice job. Let's get into our third exercise. You will need a yoga block. I'm going to switch directions because this sun was in my eyes. Okay, first things first, we're going to go into a posterior tilt, so there should be no space between your back and the floor. We're going to put that yoga block in between our knees, lifting our feet off the ground. Once the block is between your knees, we're going to squeeze the block together with your knees while simultaneously spreading your feet apart. So we're doing a hip rotation. Let's do 10 of those. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh. as we are approaching our last one, what I want you to do is hold that position for 10 seconds. So we're going to hold the feet apart while pushing the knees in for 10 seconds on the last one. Let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost there, 8, 9, now release. Beautiful. Let's rest for a minute here. Maybe not a whole minute, but you get what I'm saying. And then we're going to do that again. So 10 reps, hold on the last one for 10 seconds. Let's start. And 5, 4, 3, 2, let's go. Here comes the hold. This time we're going to count down and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Let's give it a few seconds now of rest. So let's get rid of our yoga block. Stretch it out a little bit, maybe do a few circles, put your knees to your chest and kind of just work out that spine a little bit. Our next exercise is going to be 90-90s. The reason they call it that is because there should be a 90-degree angle at the knee joint in both legs, okay? So keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and sit up. You're going to spread your feet apart, wider than your hips, and you can put your hands behind you for some stability. And then we're going to drop both knees to each side as deep as you can, okay? So let's do 10 of those. Okay, 2 more of these. Let's get through these. Again, reach for as much flexion as you can. So really try to get those knees down to the ground, slow and controlled. Okay, nice job, nice job. So in the same position, let's go ahead and sit back from the top. And now let's drop both knees to the left side. Make sure that you have that perfect 90-degree angle. And then with the right hip, we're going to open it and close it as much as you can while keeping the left knee on the ground, okay? Let's do 10 of those. Last one, and then let's switch. So now let's drop both knees to the right side, and then we're going to do hip rotations with the left hip. 10 reps as well. Up on our last one. Sweet. Nice job with those. Okay, let's give that a second. Let's grab that yoga block again, and this time we're going to sit on it. So we're going to add a little bit of elevation off the ground. So just sit right on that yoga block. In that same position, get those knees wide apart, get those feet wide apart. Make sure that you're sitting up straight. Spine is nice and straight. Use your hands for some back support wherever you need to put them. And then with one leg, we're going to fight for as much flexion as we can with the knee. We're going to extend the leg as straight as you can, bring it back in, and then drop it. So we'll do 10 on one leg and then 10 on the other. Let's go. keep pushing. I know this is very challenging, but you got this, and you're going to have great benefits from it. Whew. All right, nice. Go ahead and shake that hip out a little bit, recenter yourself, get situated, and then let's go to the other one. On this side, we're almost done. Last one, push. Wonderful. Hey, we did it. Shake that out as well. Give yourself a little applause because you did that. Let's set up for our next one. So let's sit up tall, extend your legs, and then spread your feet apart as wide as you can, really opening up those hips. And then I want you to reach toward your toes on one side, and then I want you to slowly back up until you find that sweet spot to where you can lift your foot off the ground. So if your hands have to be all the way behind you, that's perfectly fine, but the goal here is to lift the foot off the ground, okay? So then we'll switch to the other side. We'll alternate these, okay? So let's do 8. Last one each side. Push through it. Last one. Marvelous. Whew. Yeah. Really feeling that one. Let's go ahead and relax those hips a little bit, stretch it out before we move into our next one. Okay, break time is over. Let's get into our last exercise. Let's go onto our hands and knees, and it's important here that we keep a neutral spine. So let's not dip our hips too much. Let's not extend our hips too much. A nice neutral spine. Now we're going to go into this fire hydrant position. So with your knee, we're going to bring it up to where the knee and the hip are in the same position, and then we're going to rotate our hip. Okay, so you're going to kick your foot up in the air, bring your foot back down to that neutral position, and then swing your knee back to the ground. Okay, so we're rotating those hips. We'll do 8 one leg and then 8 the other. So really follow me here because it's a little complicated to explain in that short frame. 2 more on this side, and then we will switch. As you finish these up, I wanted to take this opportunity to thank you for doing this video. I hope that your hips feel great, and feel free to check out the other hip mobility, core workouts, lower body workout videos that I do have on this channel. I'd greatly appreciate it. If you did like this video, please give it a like, and I'll catch you in my next workout. Great job on crushing this one. Give yourself a nice high five, pat on the back, clap, and ciao for now.